Insomnia is the 2002 psychological crime thriller mystery movie directed by Christopher Nolan, and it stars Al Pacino, Robin Williams, and Hilary Swank. In this movie, you have a 17-year-old girl is found brutally murdered in the small fishing town of Night Mute, Alaska. The local police chief asks for his best friend, Will Dormer, who's played by Al Pacino, to come up from Los Angeles to help investigate in the murder investigation. So Will Dormer and his partner go from Los Angeles up to Alaska to assist the police. While they're investigating, you quickly find out that the sun in this town doesn't set for, I think it's just a particular time of the year, for like a month or two. So it's constantly sunny, even at 3 a.m., just all times of the night. So Al Pacino's like, oh, okay, that's strange, but, you know, whatever. So as they're going through this murder investigation, you find out that Will Dormer is a very capable detective. He has a reputation of being one of the best detectives. He's very good at putting the pieces together, and when he gets to the Night Mute precinct, he keeps telling all the other detectives what to do and giving them assignments basically to catch this killer. There's a part of the movie where something goes wrong concerning Will's partner, and because of the guilt that Will Dormer suffers, along with the insomnia he has because he's having trouble sleeping because the sun's always out shining into his room, so he's not getting any sleep at all, and he has extreme guilt for a situation that happened earlier. His mind just starts deteriorating as the movie goes on. He can't think straight anymore. He can't barely solve clues at the crime scene. He starts covering up evidence. He starts doing some really bad things, and then to make matters worse, you have the killer who keeps calling him and taunting him throughout the whole movie. So that makes things even worse. So it's basically him trying to solve the murder of this young girl while suffering with insomnia, suffering with guilt, and being taunted by the killer. I really like this movie a lot. Unfortunately, I don't own it. That's why I'm not showing it. I rented it at the library, but I think this is my favorite Christopher Nolan film outside of the Dark Knight trilogy. Like, my favorite movie is The Dark Knight from the Batman trilogy, but my favorite Christopher Nolan movie outside of the Dark Knight trilogy is Insomnia. It's just a very good movie. It's a very good story. Now, Christopher Nolan didn't write this, but he did direct it, and I think he did a very good job. Al Pacino is a very, very great performance by him, as always. Same with Robin Williams. And it's very interesting to see him play a bad guy, which I've never seen before. It was really cool because, you know, he's mainly known for comedy. Was known for comedy. But I think he really got into his role as a villain in this movie. And Hilary Swank, this is only the second movie I've seen her in. But she was pretty good. She plays a young detective who, like, looks up to Will Dormer. And she's kind of shady about him as the movie goes on because his mind's deteriorating. Yeah, she was pretty good in, like, a supporting role, and she's very pretty. The story was very good. It was very well written. It was very great acted. The atmosphere is really great in the small town, fishing town up in Alaska. It was directed well. Everyone did a good job in it. So I'm going to have to give Insomnia a 9 out of 10 because this is one of my favorite crime thriller movies. I love crime movies and crime mystery thriller movies, but this psychological element of insomnia and guilt is very great in this movie. And I was watching it late at night. Well, not too late, around 8 or 9 o'clock, but as I was watching it and you see Will go through this insomnia, it almost makes you tired, which is like, you know, obviously it's a very effective movie if it's doing that. So that's the psychological element to it. I'd really give this a chance if you haven't seen it and you're a big Christopher Nolan fan, or just in general if you want to see a good movie. So that's it for right now, guys. I got one more review coming up for today for my movie review votes, and that'll be it for today. So thanks for watching, guys. See ya.